Hello, it's Rob Norton here from Vivid Snowboarding, and today I'm with
Malervita.
nice one, and we are out. It's Christmas holidays times. We got some fresh snow. We're having a bit of a day out, bit of a session. What we're going to roll you through today is just some tips and some pointers for teaching and coaching kids, sort of the language we use, some of the exercises we're going to do just to make it fun, and yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're good? Yeah, let's do it. So the key to having a good progressive down the hill with kids is to make the session fun. There Marlo's just pretending the bank of snow is a wave and he's just tucking into it. And now we're getting into our turns. The terrain we're using is just a nice mellow blue run, which he's familiar with. He's ridden it, it's kind of where he learned his basics. And now he's cruising down using both his heel and toe edge and steering nicely. And here we really just talked about how he would move to the nose and tail of the board through the turn. So using really simple terminology. And again here we're just practicing how we're standing, going back into our turns, whoa, through that turn there. And then we're just going to chuck in a little bit of fun in terms of actually doing some nice little flatland 360s, which he'd love to do. And again, he's just keeping his weight on one of the feet and spinning through. Then after that, which is finishing off the run here again, you know, posturally I'll talk about how to stand a little bit like a penguin with his arms at the side of his body. And there he can use his arms if he gets knocked off balance at all, just to stay balanced, bring them out a little bit away from the body. So we just had a nice cruisy blue run, when he was really just going from heel to toe, toe to heel, and steering all the way down the run. We then mixed up with a fun run. Boom, high five. Some man-made features, a little bit like a mini park. Here's some man-made rollers. And Milo's just keeping a nice straightish line. You know, really good practice that. To keep a bit more of a flat basing sensation. So maybe slightly on one of the edges. Obviously again, steering a little bit and having that edge control and confidence. Boom, finishing that run off with another high five. Lovely stuff. We then move the session on to looking at some basic tail presses. Daddy there's giving a bit of a demo. Obviously really useful for kids to look at someone doing the skill or the task, because they're going to learn a lot visually. So again, look, we're just keeping that pressure and weight at the tail, lifting up the nose, fist pumps all round. Yeah, he lobs me off there. Nice one. Cool, so then we move it on to actually mixing up the snow types. We got a bit into the powder at the end of the day. We'd had some great fun all over the hill on the piste, then mixing it up over some rollers, playing around with some basic tricks. And here the idea was for Milo really just to do a bit of follow my lead, a little bit of cat and mouse. So I was sort of choosing the line through the powder, and Milo was just really following me throughout. Again, here you can see that the terrain's pretty mellow, but the snow's really nice. And we're trying to sort of adopt that technique we were using on the piste to the off piste. Maybe obviously using a little bit less edging and a little bit more flat base. But here, you know, they're going to learn from feel, and that's a lot of what it is actually giving them the terrain and the snow type to have a go in. Here, look, nice little ridge to play on. Trying to literally get you a little bit of air. And again, you know, you can just play around with some fun features. Cool. So we're sort of wrapping the day up, just cruising down into the valley. Had some great snow out here. Mate, what sort of things have you been thinking about on the hill?
We've been thinking about tail presses and ollies, but that's on the more flat side.
played around with those turns, haven't we? Heel to toe, toe to heel. And then we played around with some flatland threes. And then we played a little bit at the end. We were playing around and getting into the powder a bit, changing up the terrain. And a little bit those little jumps and side hits, all those fun things. Anything else you got from the session today?
What we got for the session is, can you hit that thumbs up down below and hit that follow button?
Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.